Yo, what's up, guys? How are you guys? Oh, fuck, I forgot we're using TypeScript. God damn it. It's fine. Yo, what is going on, guys? So, yeah, we're gonna be doing some speed coding. I'm just checking something real quick. Give me 1 sec. I apologize. Alright, anyways, so yeah, this is pretty much the Discord bot that we're using for our dashboard. And right now it only has one command. So I'm gonna attempt to code as many commands or features as possible. So honestly, I'm not really too sure what commands I'm probably gonna need. Probably the most basic ones like ban and kicking. So we can probably do those, but to actually get it to work for our guild, the thing is we actually need these commands to be saved in a database, like the actual names and possibly the configurations. So in order for that to work, it's going to be a pain in the ass. So I think maybe we can have like a database model that maps our commands, and it just has like all of the basic what's it called? All of the basic configurations. So this is going to be a little bit tricky actually, because I've never done something like this before. Because we're basically saving like the actual metadata of the command on the database. So instead of saving it, well, we're still going to be implementing the logic. We're still going to be implementing logic on like the actual bot level, but the database level is going to actually have the actual commands. What do you call this command? You're not allowed to ping the owner. What do you mean? Yo, what's up? 4 error. How are you? How's it going? I'm getting something real quick. I'm getting the trying to get something real quick. So give me 1 second. Okay, anyways. Yo, what's up, guys? I can't say all of your names, but what's up? I see your comments, though. And I'm doing good, thank you. Bro, what the hell? I have no opinion on a Cairo. I've never used it before, so I can't really say what it's about. But I mean, I've seen it once Haven't used it too much, so can't really say what's it all about. Anyways, so this is gonna be the challenging part. We basically want to have a command that can be enabled and disabled through the database. So we actually need to save our commands to the database, but somehow integrate the logic. You definitely don't want to save the code in the database, because if the code gets, how do I put it this way? If the code gets, if the database gets compromised, it'll have all your code there, and they could possibly do some bad stuff with it. So you don't want to like save code in a database. That's usually not a recommended thing to do. So I think the best thing to do is probably load up all the commands, and we can check the database to see which commands match, and then we can check to see which ones are enabled. So I think I have a good idea. So I'm gonna create a schema called command, and first let's just copy and paste this, and I'm just gonna call this command schema, and this is just gonna be some metadata of the command itself. So we'll call this command, and we'll just pass in command schema just like that. So let's just call this name. So this is going to be a string, and required is going to be true. We should also, can I set this to lowercase? I think this is a, what is this, a boolean? I want to make sure everything is lowercase. Let me check something. Mongoose schema lowercase. I want to force everything to be lowercase. I think that should work. I think. Yep, perfect. Okay, and we also want this to be unique, because you don't want any commands to actually appear twice in the collection. Anyways, name, and then I think after description. So description, I don't really care too much about this. We can have it as a required true as well. Lowercase, nah, we don't need lowercase. It doesn't really need to be unique either. Okay, and what else? Name, description, aliases. So this is going to probably be an array, though. This is going to be a little bit tricky to configure. So I'll probably worry about this later, because I don't really care too much about the aliases. Custom commands, yes, we're going to worry about that later. Name, description, enabled. So this is going to be a boolean, whether it's going to be on or off. Required, it's not going to be required. What's wrong with here? Boolean. I might actually need to change something up. Well, I don't know if this will work. We're going to find out. Required, it's not going to be required. We'll do by default, we'll set it to true. Every command will be enabled unless we manually disable it. Okay, or actually, you know, I could make something better. I'm not sure, but let's see, command schema. We can also separate this too. We can say, well, what is the command type? So we can have different types of commands. So for example, type. So I want to make this an enum actually, but I don't know if mongoose schema types enum. Not sure if mongoose supports that though. So we'll have to leave it alone for now. And the default of this type will be, I guess, basic. Okay, so there's probably going to be 3 types of commands. There's going to be basic, moderation, and we'll probably do, let's do this, basic. All users can use this. No permissions. What else? Moderation. Only moderator roles. Only moderator, moderation rules can use these commands. And then we only have a owner only, I guess. So, or admin, we can do an admin. So only admin roles can use these commands. And then we'll do a last one, owner only. So only the owner can use these commands. So this is, I don't know how slow this is going to be, because we're going to have to fetch the database quite often. But I think we can probably cache everything later. But for now, we can just fetch it from the database every single time before we actually execute the command. So it's going to be a little bit fun to actually implement. So I'm excited. What other metadata should we have? Enabled, type, description, name, What else? Oh, right, roles. So what are the roles that are allowed to actually use these commands? What's up, Hope? How are you? Hi, man. I created Discord bot with dashboard. Could you judge, please? Maybe not now, but I'll do it later if you want. So this is going to be an array, and required will be false because by default we'll just have an empty array. Actually, I could make it true. I'm not sure if this will be a conflict though. But yeah, so we have required true default. Okay. And what else do I need? Do I need special permissions? Probably not. I mean, I'm gonna make this as simple as possible. I don't want to make this super complex. Snackdev, what's up? How are you? This stream is gonna be good because I was thinking at first to make a scheme for every command. You think TS is gonna take over JS? I think it's already taking over JS. Everyone's using TypeScript. A lot of documentation are TypeScript first, so I'm pretty sure it's already taking over it. The people who are still using JavaScript are, they don't want to adapt to TypeScript, which honestly I don't see why. Like, I made a poll asking people, would you like to have a series in JavaScript or TypeScript? And I was honestly hoping that people would say TypeScript over JavaScript, but I mean, honestly, that's just a good example of people not wanting to learn anything new or just, expand beyond their scope of knowledge, in my opinion. As harsh as that may seem, a lot of people are just too lazy to learn new things. But I have a good announcement coming soon. I don't want to say what it is, but I have a very, very good announcement that's gonna be coming soon. So I'm very excited. Not gonna say what it is, but when it happens, when a certain video comes out, you guys will know. You think it's worth learning instead of JavaScript? Absolutely. TypeScript is amazing. I'm doing good, SnackDev. Thank you. Is this roles going to be a array of ideas? Yes, it's going to be an array of IDs. I might do a map because maps are much faster because I can just traverse through. So, I don't know. I'll fix it later. It doesn't really matter because we're just prototyping this right now. Your channel's lit. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Okay, anyways. Roles. I don't think I'm going to have any special permissions aside from the roles. I don't think I'm also going to have special delimiters. I don't know how to explain this, but some commands might have certain ways to split the arguments, because I know most of you guys are familiar with splitting the splitting the arguments based off of white space, but some commands might require a different delimiter. So, for example, some commands might expect a comma, some commands might expect a straight bar, etc. Okay, so it really depends. I don't want to implement that right now because I'm just trying to be as lazy as possible, because I want to implement as much as I can. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, majority of people want JavaScript, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. It was just like a suggestion. It wasn't like an actual It wasn't like me actually saying, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this 100%. But I just wanted to see what people thought, and yeah. You have a new subscriber. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for subscribing. I voted on my community tab. Okay, anyways, back to the thing. I think we are good. Name, description, enabled. I might do one thing. I might do... You know what? I think I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to do this instead. I'm going to have a type. And I'm going to say owner only. This is going to be a Boolean. Okay. What else do I need? Oh, God. Owner only, moderator only. This is gonna make things so much easier. Moderator only. Okay. Actually, nah, I don't need this. Okay, I think role should be okay. So we just check to see if the role is in the array, and if it is, then we'll just allow them to use the command. I do not speak Spanish, unfortunately. I told my friend I just started learning coding with JavaScript, and he's like, learn TS. TypeScript is worth it. You should definitely learn TypeScript. I would highly recommend it. It's worth it. It's worth it, 100%. Anyways, so okay, so basically the reason why I'm creating the schema is because we're gonna basically save all of our we're gonna save the metadata. We're not gonna save the logic. Okay, we're only saving metadata, and basically every single time, whenever we launch the bot, we're actually gonna fetch all the commands from the database. So this is gonna be a little bit annoying to set up. I think I might actually do this. I think I might do this actually. I might actually need to make an administrator panel for our dashboard, so that way it's gonna allow me to actually create commands. So that's where I guess the user schema is gonna come in handy. When we actually log in, we check to see if the user has the admin role, and if they have the admin role, we're gonna have an interface that allows them to create commands. So it's gonna be a little bit tricky. I don't know how else I should create this. You know what? Yeah, I think I might need to actually do this because I don't want to. I don't want to hard code anything. So I'm gonna have to open up my dashboard real quick. So give me 1 second. Let me set up my workspace real quick. Give me 1 sec, okay? Okay, so I have all my projects right now, and we're gonna start up the React app. So I'm actually just gonna close this terminal because I'm not gonna need any more. We'll open a new one up. Let's open this one. Okay, so forget about the bot right now. We need to create these commands. So we're gonna do cd code ring react yarn start, and then we're gonna go into the nest.js application npm run start dev. Okay, so our app is running right now, which is good. And for full stack devs in the future, you think they're gonna drop JS? I don't know. I mean, I don't want to say. I think JavaScript will still be around, but TypeScript is definitely becoming more popular. But I don't know. I don't think they're gonna drop JavaScript, because JavaScript and TypeScript are really not that much different. It's more so something like, hey, look, if we hire you as a JavaScript developer, we're gonna expect you to use TypeScript because it's literally almost the same goddamn thing. Like, it's really not that much different than JavaScript, because TypeScript is literally just a superset of JavaScript. It's not an entirely different language. It has different features, yes, but it's not entirely different. So, yeah, that's really all I gotta say. Anyway, so if I look in the database right now, or actually let me open up my console, and you'll actually notice, let me actually clear up my cookies real quick. Let's go back here. Let's get started. Okay, let's authorize. So, okay. So I don't know if you guys remember, but a couple of like about a week ago, I had a okay, see how over here I have the administrator role? This was the role that I added to the user. So we're going to basically create an admin route on the React application. So this is going to show you guys how to do role-based authentication, okay, or authorization, not authentication, authorization, okay. And basically, this is going to allow us to have an administrator dashboard. So this is going to be our own page that only we can see, or admins can see. And I'm going to create all of the commands, all the metadata from the actual interface over there. So we're going to go to pages, and I'm just going to create an admin page. And we're just honestly going to copy the same code. Literally, it's literally just the same thing. So index.jsx. And we're going to go over here. What's going on? Oh, this is the old way I did it. Want to import from admin page, and we're going to basically export admin page. We don't have it yet, but we're going to do that in just a sec. Okay, and so right over here in admin page, we're going to import React from React. So we're going to import the entire library, and I'm going to do export const, and we'll do a functional component, so admin page. And this is going to take in some props. We're going to destructure some things later. Oh, it should be export function. Sorry. Why don't you link all the start commands? What do you mean? Is there an app or software you can design with Chocolate UI and see how it's made? I'm not sure exactly what you mean. Does yellow error... So it's not an error. It's actually a linting issue, a linting warning. It's not really an error. It'll still work just fine. Anyways. By the way, guys, in case you guys are wondering... we just hit 150 likes on the first episode, and as I promised, I said I would release the source code. Okay, and I will release the source code. Originally, I was not planning on releasing it, But because we hit the goal, I will be releasing it. I'm not going to be releasing it this week or next week. I'm going to be releasing it once the series has gone to a point where we're done with the basics. And then once everything has settled up, then I'll release it so you guys can use it as a reference, because I don't want people to just copy and paste the code, because I know that's what people want to do. Okay. But yeah, like, I'm going to release the next batch of videos. Today's what, Wednesday? So today's Wednesday, right? Tomorrow's Thursday. So Friday, either Friday or Saturday, I'm going to record all the videos, and I'm going to upload all the videos. And that should conclude the basics of the actual series itself. And then after that is where we're going to get into the cool shit. We're going to get into the hard stuff. So yeah, I think we probably only have, like, you know, maybe 3 or 4 more episodes. And I think after I finish that, I'm probably going to work on some more like user interface type thing, like showing you guys how to build like a navigation bar or something. I don't know, like, I don't know what I'm going to do after that, but I don't know, we'll see what happens. Anyways, so we have the admin page, and for the admin page, so here's the tricky part. I might actually need to call something else. Actually, you know what? I don't need to call anything. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna follow the same thing that we've been doing. So if you remember, in a couple of live streams ago, we were using GraphQL. Okay, and in the guild config page, we used the use query hook. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and create another query, because I want to basically make sure that the user is authenticated. And if the user is not authenticated, then we're not gonna allow the user to come in. So this is gonna be a little bit tricky, because we want to make sure that the user is actually an admin. Python, you know, I might actually be doing Python again soon. I don't know when, but I will be doing Python soon. I've been focusing on some Java stuff, but I do have a lot of plans, man. I do have a lot of plans, and I'm working on something right now. I was actually working on it this morning when I woke up, and I was actually editing the video. And normally, whenever I edit videos, I just edit it and I just upload it immediately. I don't wait for, like, you know, I don't wait. I hate waiting. So there are some things that I just can't be. There are some things that I just cannot be patient about, and one of those things are making videos. So as soon as I edit a video, I want to upload as soon as possible. But with this video, I need to take some time to edit it and take some time to make sure everything's okay, because this video is gonna be huge. So I don't want to say too much about it right now, but I just want to let you guys know what's about to, you know, come in the next couple of weeks. So I'll let you guys know when it happens. But once that video comes out, the channel itself, I'm gonna be uploading mad videos on the channel. Like, there's gonna be a lot of videos coming out soon. Like, I was on a break. I was a little bit hiatus from making videos the past month, but and I can safely say that we're back to making videos. But this time I'm taking a little different approach. Before I was uploading, like, you know, 25 videos a day or 25 videos a week. This time I'm probably gonna do maybe like 5 videos a week, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. If you guys don't see any new videos coming out, there's actually a reason for that. And the reason for that is because I'm actually taking the time to learn new things, so, and also improve on my own code quality, so that way I can, the next time I make a new series or something new, you guys will be able to have, you know, a more improved version of the tutorial. So usually I go through different phases where I'm just coding, like I can just code an entire application in like a week. And then, you know, but here's the thing, like, I do feel like I do learn a lot from those applications, and then once I do actually finish it, it's like a whole different perspective that I have whenever I make videos. Like, I learn so much from that. And then once I make the videos, it's just like, you know, I know so much from the last couple of videos that I've made, so I can just bang out, I mean, it's the last couple of projects that I made, so I can just bang out all these videos non-stop. And then I get through a point, it's just like a cycle. Like, it's a rinse and repeat cycle. Anyways, I need to turn off my music because I'm getting pretty distracted. And what I want to do is I basically want to make a GraphQL call to the server. So in case you guys are not familiar with GraphQL, let me show you guys what it is and demonstrate. So basically, right now I have a mutation. But what I want to do is I want to get the user details. So let me show you. So this is going to get us the user details. I want to get the roles, I think. Do I have roles? I should have roles. I'm not sure why. Let me check something real quick. I'm not sure why it doesn't appear. Very strange for not appearing, but yeah, we should have our own roles, and get user details should return that. Though I think I need to actually manage the I do actually need to change something real quick in our query. Is use query just parsing data? No, use query is a hook that allows you to make a GraphQL call to the GraphQL server. Ho, nice for Python vids. Take your time. Thanks for the content. Good night. Yeah, have a good night, man. Is this Discord bot you're making only for moderation? Nah, it's not. It's not. We're gonna be doing a lot of stuff with this, but I actually do need to make a new Discord bot because our server is growing a lot, and I do want to have my own Discord bot. So, I mean, I do have one right now. It's just offline because I just didn't really like it. It works on multiple different guilds, but I was really lazy to maintain it. So, I'm kind of just like, I'm going to probably end up taking some of the stuff that I got from there and then bring it back into this bot. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. But right now, let me actually manage this real quick. So, for user, we actually need the roles. And this is just going to be an array of strings because they're not really roles. They're not really actual enums. They're just strings. Okay. MongoDB doesn't store on your computer, right? Well, I mean, it depends. If you install on your computer and if you connect to the computer, then yes, it'll store on the computer. I don't know why most people use MongoDB Atlas. Like, I've seen a lot of people using, like, a lot of people that come on the server, they always mention that they use MongoDB Cloud. I don't get why, because, I mean, I can understand it. Like, if you have a, if your computer can't handle, like, running MongoDB, then I can understand why. But I think it's just, if your computer can, though, then you should just use MongoDB locally. But even then, MongoDB doesn't even take up that many resources, too. Like, I don't think it takes up that much RAM, if I'm being honest with you. Anyways, so yeah, we need to use it to return roles. So I think this might be a little bit different now. So let's actually try this out. So roles. Not sure why. Get user. Oh, that's get user details. Oh, wait. Hold on. Get user details. Okay, user. Oh, you know why? It's because our application didn't actually restart. I keep forgetting that whenever we save the actual GraphQL app, it doesn't actually restart the server, which is so annoying. But it is what it is. Anyways, let's refresh. And now we should be able to get roles. Perfect. And bam, it gives us the roles. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make a query to the GraphQL server on the admin page. So what we're going to do is essentially, and we don't have Redux, which kind of sucks. I'll probably worry about Redux later. Maybe not right now. But later on, the goal is to honestly have a Redux, because that would save us a lot of API calls. But basically right now in admin page, what I want to do is I want to make a GraphQL call. So I'll do const loading error data. And I can honestly just use the same query that I had before. Get guild config query. But I probably don't want to do that because that's some different things. So I'll probably just create a new query, and for now I'm gonna put this inside this file. I'm gonna keep the name as get guild config, but I'm gonna have to change the index.js. I'm just gonna keep all my queries in here because it doesn't really make much of a difference. Get details or get user details. And this is just going to be a simple GraphQL call that just fetches the actual user credentials or user data, not credentials. And we're going to do get user details. And I think the only thing we really need, well, we'll get the username, Discord ID, we'll get the discriminator, we'll get the avatar, we'll get the roles. Okay, the nice thing is we can always modify this, so which is pretty cool. And I think that should be it. We do not need any IDs. Okay, so now let's import the use query hook. And we're going to import the get user details hook. Or not hook, whoops, that's the one, get user details. That's the GraphQL query. Okay. And give me 1 sec. I'm gonna be right back real quick. Give me 1 second. Alright, sorry, I'm back. How many commands have I done so far? We're just getting started. Is Redis like SQL? No, Redis is a cache. Redis is basically just a data structure as a server. So think of like a map. Think of Redis as a map, like a JavaScript map that's on steroids. What's the company? What company are you talking about? Oh, Hopes. Honestly, you should probably just switch to DigitalOcean. You know, it's not that complicated to set it up, in my opinion. But you should switch to it though. And there are lots of tutorials out there to show you how to, you know, set up servers. So I would highly recommend that. Wait, so GraphQL just requests you to identify the type you want, and well, I mean, GraphQL is basically just a query language. Okay, it's basically a replacement for REST API. So before, we were using like if in the past event that you were participating in, we created a RESTful API, and whenever we wanted to reference a certain endpoint to create an operation or do some kind of operation, we have to reference a specific route. With GraphQL, you have only one route, and what you do is you pass in basically what's pretty much like an object. It's not really an object, but it looks like an object, and you basically ask for what you want, okay, and you get what you ask for. I can't remember which stream it was, but I showed someone. I'll have to show this later. Yo, Cypher, what's up? How are you? Okay, anyways, back to the coding. Get user details. What in the world's going on over here? Oh, wait, what? Hold on. Let's see. We have something wrong with our query. So I have to modify that real quick. I think right over here. Oh, wait. Query. There we go. I honestly don't like this formatter. It sometimes messes me up a little bit. Alright, there we go. Okay, that should be better. So now we need to set up the admin page. But what we're going to do is we're going to check to see if... let's see, how did I do it here? So, if not loading, what we want to do is we want to return... We'll return an h1 tag for now. Hello. And else... I guess we'll return a spinner component, I guess. Well, I'll just return... For now, I'll just return loading. I'm not too concerned about it. Okay, now we need to set the route. So we'll go inside here. And we'll go down here. Route. Component. Okay, and we'll do admin page. Exact is going to be true. And then path will be admin. Okay, so that's going to set up our admin route. I'm doing good, man. Thank you. JSX is JavaScript. JSX is an extension of JavaScript. It is very similar to JavaScript, but it allows you to embed HTML. I think after this project, I'm probably gonna work on. I have an idea for another project that I want to work on, but I want to finish this one first. We're nowhere near done yet. Anyways, okay, so we have the admin page. That's good. Okay, so let's go ahead and visit the admin page. So admin. Okay, there we go. You can see that there's this. I don't know if you can see it, but there's like the loading thing. Okay, but it's like ridiculously fast, so it just goes to hello again. I don't think you can actually do that, if I'm being honest. I'm not sure if you can, but I don't know if it's currently possible, because those programs are just made for prototyping. Like, it's not actually to replace coding. You still need to actually code the actual design. It's just that some people find it hard to code something from scratch without any outline, so they use programs like Figma or Adobe XD to draw it out so they can look at it side by side. Okay. How can you? Yeah, you have to do it yourself with CSS and HTML. Unfortunately, that's not a. There's no solution to it, I guess. Alright, yo, go, have a good one, freak. Take it easy. Yeah, pretty much. It's just a workplace where you can see how to make the thing that you want. Yep. It's not a replacement. Unfortunately, I mean, I wish it was, but, you know. I mean, actually, that would honestly take the fun away, if I'm being honest. Anyways, okay. So we have the admin page. I'm not really gonna design this too much right now, because I don't really care. Well, I mean, I only really need something small for the admin page. So really, let's do a simple, I guess, a box. So this is from Chakra UI. I just need a simple box right now, and let me give it some styling. God damn it. I should have put all of the CSS inside one file. God damn it. Alright, whatever. How are we going to do this? Width equals 100%. Actually, I'll just use the classes. Screw it. Admin page root. It's Max. What's up? How are you? What's up, Roblox? How are you? And we're just going to import CSS. Okay, so this file doesn't exist right now, but we're gonna create it. Okay, and let's go ahead and reference admin page root. So I'm gonna kind of just freestyle this. I'm just gonna create a simple design right now. It's not gonna be anything crazy, you know. It's just gonna be a simple box that's gonna hold our content. So we're gonna need a height of 100, view height. I think that's what it's called, view height. And we're gonna need the background color. Let me actually inherit some of the colors from the other page, so I can go into guild config page and I'll get the background color right over here. Okay, so we have the background color, which is good. Okay, and I think what I need next is I just need a simple form that allows us to create commands. Okay, basically we're going to hit the REST API, or wait, I'm sorry, not the REST API, the GraphQL API, and that's going to create the commands for us. Excuse me. How did you learn to program? I went through university and I studied and did a lot of the, you know, projects and stuff that I had, and yeah, that's my story. How long did I study uni? 4 years. Hey, Ants, I have a question. I coding at the script about 7 commands 7 days. How would I code it? Are you talking about like, you want to disable the command so no one can use it? What language do you need to know to make a nice and good website? HTML and CSS are all you really need. Well, JavaScript too. Am I an atheist? I mean, I don't know, to be honest. I'm not really a religious person, but I do believe in, if I actually, were to believe in a religion, I mean, I don't know how to explain it, but, I mean, I'm not purposely atheist. I'm not purposely non-religious, but I would like to, you know, get involved with, religion. Can you make a YouTube video request command? Sure. Sure. By the way, Richard, check your DM on Discord in case you haven't already. I don't want to say I mean, okay, my background is mostly I'm not really a religious person, so I can't really say. But I respect all religions though. Alright, so I need a form, so here's what I'm going to do. We're going to go over to the component. And we're going to go to, where is it? I think it's right over here. Yep, forms. So I think, let me do this actually. Let me go over here. I'll put this inside a component later. I just kind of want to hard code this for now. Because I honestly have no idea what the hell I'm doing. So, we're going to do a trial and error. What's going on here? Excuse me. Okay. So we're going to basically create a component later that's going to make a mutation. How did you learn to program? Oh, yeah, I answered it earlier, but I'll answer it again. So basically, I went to university, and I studied computer science. And when you study computer science, you pretty much need to take a bunch of programming courses as well as theoretical courses. And, yeah, I mean, I just did what I had to do. And while I was also in college, I worked on side projects, and I practiced things on my own. And that was pretty much it. That was pretty much it. Initial values. Let's see. Okay, so basically, if I show you guys the schema right now, you guys should know what are all the values that I want to save. So if I go over to command, so I basically need a form that is going to take in the name, the description. Enabled is going to be false by default. Okay, we're going to have to actually manually enable it later. And let's see, type is going to, oh yeah, type is going to be a select box, and then roles. Roles will be a different interface. Yo, Karan, thank you so much for the donation. Is that rupees? Is that rupees? I have no idea what the currency is, but it doesn't matter. But thank you for the donation, man. I really appreciate it. I think it's rupees. Yeah, I recognize it. But yeah, thank you, man. I really appreciate it. I think you've donated in the past too. I'm pretty sure you were one of the other donators too in the past. Hey man, thanks. I asked for help for registration bot. You pointed me Discord, but got help from your existing videos. God bless your knowledge. No problem, man. Okay. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have an admin page, and then I'm gonna have another admin/commands page to manage all of the basic commands. Okay. And from there, I think that's where I'm going to have those. Well, actually, I actually thought of something else because this is gonna be a little bit different. Yo, Kron, yo, thanks again for the donation, man. I appreciate it. But I think this is gonna be a little bit tricky because right now we have the command, okay? We want the actual guild themselves to enable the command. So this is gonna be a little bit tricky. I have an idea of how I can do this, but I can't think of it right off the top of my head. But I do know it. I do know exactly what it is that I want to do. Basically, if you've used Me6 before, they have a feature where you can enable and disable commands. This is gonna be a little bit tricky to do because we have our commands, right? And we basically need a map of all the guilds. I think we kind of basically need all the map of all the guilds. I think it's not gonna be that hard, because I can essentially just have a map, and it's gonna be a map that has all of the. It's gonna have all the actual guilds that have the command enabled, and if they don't have it enabled, then that means you just don't use it. I think it should be pretty straightforward. Yo, Kron, thanks again for the donation, man. Thanks and keep growing. Best wishes. Have a good night, dude. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, because right now this would only work. These would be basic commands. I think, you know what? Actually, I think I have a better idea. I think for this, you know what? I'll worry about this another time. For now, I don't want to overthink it. Okay, I don't want to overthink it, because right now I'm just trying to do things in like the the most quote unquote perfect way possible. But in order to get to that stage, let's do this first, okay? And then we'll realize that there's probably a better way to improve it. And then after that, we will improve it after. Okay, so let's do this. So we need a name. We need description. We need a type. And I think that should be it. Roles will be configured later. So this is just for this is just honestly for creating. Actually, enabled. Let's do roles. Actually, no. Actually, no. Wait, this is not gonna work out well. Yeah, this is gonna be super tricky. How many Discord bot commands feature can I come in 2 hours? I should have rephrased. I should have honestly rephrased that. But we're gonna make some progress right now. Okay. Because I just realized this is actually going to work. This is going to work globally. So if I enable and disable it, it's gonna work globally. But we want commands that can only work for certain guilds. I think I'll leave it alone for this for now. God damn it. Okay. Yeah, we'll leave this. We'll have to leave this alone. The worst thing that I fear is that we're gonna end up having one command that's gonna have like over hundreds of thousands of role IDs. Milas Halsting, thank you so much for the donation, man. Really appreciate it. I think, what is that? Danish? Is that Danish currency? I don't know what it is. Is it Danish currency? I'm just guessing. Is it Danish currency? DKK. What is that? It is Danish krone. Yes, I was correct. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yo, what's up, Sohan? How are you? What's up, Gekki Glenn? How are you guys? What bot am I making? I'm making a bot for my dashboard. We're working on dynamic commands right now. And I'm just thinking, the way I'm thinking about this right now is like, I'm kind of upset that this is how the approach that I took, but basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to have commands that will be enabled or disabled, but I realize that this is actually only going to work globally. It's not going to work per guild, so that's going to be a little bit difficult to figure out. And this roles array is going to be very, very bad. I'm actually going to have to turn this into an actual map, because if I have an array, it's going to take forever to search through every single role. For now, it's going to be okay, but later on, we're going to have to turn it into a map. But anyways, we'll leave it alone. We'll leave it like that for now. Okay. Anyways, so on submit, let me just log value. Okay. And so what we're going to do is we're going to do formic handle. Whoops. Not sure why this is giving me, let's see. What is it? Formic.handle submits. Not sure why this is not pick up IntelliSense. Oh, it's because I didn't. Oh, I didn't. Whoops. Okay, there we go. That should work just fine. Handle submit. Okay. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a bunch of our fields. So let's do this. Let's first do a simple text. Text. Okay, and let's see the title. This will be name. Oh, command name. Sorry. And then we're gonna need an input form. So I think form should have an input. The way Me6 does is that they grab all the Discord login from the API scanner servers. Well, I don't doubt it, but what I'm trying to figure out is on the database part, how do we actually keep track? Like, how do we persist it? I mean, there's probably something called like a virtual collection or something. But I'm like way too tired to think about that right now. So I'll have to probably think about that in my sleep. Like tonight when I go to sleep, I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna dream about what's gonna happen, and I'll just wake up and figure it out. And I'm just kidding. That'd be crazy if that actually happened. But I do have a way on how to approach it, but I'm just not super confident with the answer because I haven't done it yet. But that's something we can figure out. Anyways, so I'm gonna have to get an input form right now because I want to have a nice little text box. So we'll do that. Kind of similar to how we have that in the menu page right over here. Let me go over here. I want basically this text box over here. So I can probably just copy maybe base form. I should have something, prefix form. Yes, there we go, right over here. And we basically want input. And we want a button. Okay, so let me go ahead and do this. So let's go back to here. And we're going to get rid of this. And we're going to get rid of this. And this is going to be a little bit tricky. We'll get rid of that as well. The name of this is actually... we actually need a name for this. This is going to have to be the name. We're going to have to import the button as well. We don't have any classes right now for CSS. So we'll have to leave it alone. Okay. But now if I go back to the original page... we have the button over here. Now I'm not sure why the submit button is not working. It should, but it might be because that's very strange. Okay, there we go. We'll leave it like that for now. Okay, so I'm going to just basically type in the name of the command. And I essentially just need a couple more fields to type in. Yeah, what's up, Vortex? How are you? Use the guild. I'm working on Minecraft plugin. Nice. I was working on one a couple weeks ago. I haven't been playing Minecraft though. I got pretty bored of it. Okay. So we're gonna have an input. So let me actually try this. So let me actually type something in. Okay, so for some reason it's not giving me the actual values, which is pretty annoying. So let me actually see something real quick. I think maybe the reason why is probably because on submit value. And let me see, initial values prefix. It's very strange. For some reason that's not updating it. I think maybe it's because I do need a handle change. Though I'm not 100% sure. I think I might need to. I think I might need to handle change though. Actually, I think I do. Handle change. There we go. Okay, perfect. What is my GitHub? The link is in the description, I think. And by the way, thanks Anson. Yes, that's my name. For the JavaScript playlist. It's really helping me. No problem, man. Patrick Key. Well, that's what we're doing right now. We're doing it live, and then I'm probably gonna make a video on that. Like, I just honestly just want to make a bunch of web development videos from now on. Okay. So good. We have the name of the command. We're gonna also need the description. So I follow you on GitHub. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. I just hit 200 followers on GitHub. I've never felt so accomplished in my entire life. That's probably the biggest accomplishment ever. I'm just kidding. Oh man, I'm so tired. It's hard, man, waking up at it's hard waking up at 3 a.m. and then being awake until right now. Well, working and then being awake until now. It's hard. But it's alright. Okay. Let's do this. So we're gonna have a couple options. Oh yeah, you can buy it. I think I got it for free because I signed up as a student. But you can buy it too. When I open a new tab in Firefox, I recommend me to go to channel. Hey, that means you've been using my channel a lot too. That's what's up. You should subscribe as a student if you are. You get the student developer pack and you get a lot of benefits. Yo, the airport aviation, what's up? Ali Devex, what's up? It's very easy to subscribe as a student. It's literally so easy. Just Google GitHub Student Developer Pack. It'll come in handy. If you have the student plan, I highly recommend you get it now. Okay, so this is going to be the name of the command. I know you guys can see it right now, but don't worry about it. We're about it later. So, moderation, basic, administrator. Okay, awesome. Okay, and I think the last thing we need is, what else? What's the last thing? we need the enable, I think. Okay. So I don't know if there's a select box in the Chakra UI. All right, have a good night. Yeah, I'm eating watermelon right now. Okay. We'll give this name. Change. We'll give this a name as well. Type. Unchange. Formic. Okay, so let's see how this works. So, labeled false, true. Perfect. Okay, so this is going to be sent to the database, and that's going to create the command for us. Okay. Yes, it is in fact very good watermelon. It is very good watermelon. Thanks for asking. It's very good. Okay, so I actually want to do one thing, and I want to only allow this submit button to be clickable if all of the fields have been entered. I think there should be a way with Formic validation. Okay, there is actually a way. So I need to validate. Yo, what's up, Ms. Zero? What's up? Yo, thank you, man. I appreciate it. You're welcome. You like the sound of my ASMR eating? So basically what I want to do is I need to do some validation. So I guess we can create a bunch of validation functions too. Wow. Excuse me. Why do you need a shout out? Yeah. That's right. It does not come with Formic, but it is what it's suggested, which kind of sucks. Honestly, if it was up to me, I'd honestly just rather use freaking Angular. If I'm being honest, but Angular is a freaking beast. It's huge. Jesus, okay. Move this out over here. Alright. Let's see. I need to create a freaking schema validation, which is going to be pretty freaking annoying. Okay, and I think I might need to do this instead. I'm not sure if this will actually work. Yeah, I don't think this will work. I might need to do field from Formic. I hope this does work though. Field. I don't think it will, but... Oh wait, that's the wrong one. Okay, there we go. Import that. Yo, see ya, Acclimity. Yo, what's up, Lim? How are you? Well, we're working on the dashboard right now to create the commands. We're about to create some right now. And then once we actually do that, because I'm doing a different approach to this, I'm not actually hard coding commands. We're creating dynamic commands that are going to be on the database. So that way we can enable and disable them. You guys will see. I'm going to try to get it done within the next 30 minutes. But I just got to make sure I validate this form real quick. Excuse me. But now I got to have another thing to figure out. So this is going to be pretty freaking annoying. So field validates. We'll do validate name. Alright, hopefully this will work. I doubt it's going to, but hopefully. Yeah, it's not going to freaking work. Okay, yeah, I don't know why this is not working, but it might be because we don't have a name. Yep, there we go. So I'm looking at the docs right now, and this is. Oh, you know what? It's probably. You know what it probably is. I probably need to be inside a form actually. That might be why. Nope. Let me try this. Let's get rid of all this. Let's see. Get rid of that. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm just looking at the documentation, and it seems to me the documentation doesn't want to. Well, the example they gave us doesn't really want to work. So we'll have to try something different. Basically, what we're trying to do right now is we're trying to do form validation. We're not really having much success right now. But I think I might know why. But I'll worry about this in a different time. Yo, what's up, Pokemon leader? How are you? I'll worry about the form validation later. I'm not too concerned about it right now. We're just going to have a command name, description, and whether or not it's enabled, okay? So we're going to basically, whenever we click on the button, we're going to make a query to the GraphQL server. So we're going to go over to Nest. And I actually need to go to Discord bot. And I need to actually, excuse me, copy and paste this schema. Command. I'm doing good, thank you. And we're basically just going to, let's see. Wait, what the hell? This was the wrong one. I meant to do command. Wait, what just happened? Wait, hold on. What in the world is going on? What did I just do? Command. We gotta go to command. Yep, this one over here. So we're gonna paste that in over here. Okay, and we want to make sure everything's good. Okay, so export const. Export const. So this is on the Nest.js app right now. How many coding languages do I know? Decent amount. With Chakra, how to make a button go on the right side. That's not really a Chakra. I think that's probably more of a flex. Well, you can use flex. And then set the space between. You can set justify content to space between for the flex box. And that should put two items on the opposite side. Okay, so now we have our schema over here. We need to do one thing, and provider. You know what? I'm probably just going to make a new file. Let's call this command.provider.ts. And what we shall do is we shall copy this, paste this in over here, command provider. And we'll call this command model. And we're going to import from bot command. Command schema. Command. Yeah, this prettier thing is screwing up my formatting. Anyways, I'm here to watch our latest. Watch my screen. See you later before I leave. And I know what thing you use. This is Slack theme. Fuck's going on over here? Whatever. Okay. Should be fine. Command provider. Do the same thing in here. Command provider. Okay. Alright, so that should create the schema for us. We're gonna go into the Nest.js app now, and we can set up a mutation that's going to create the command for us, okay? And it's gonna return the command. So we want a mutation, create command, and this is going to be a global command, so this is not going to be guild specific. Some chill background music, yeah, true. I normally play NCS. So we're going to need the name, we're also going to need the description, What's the other one? Type string. And then enabled boolean. And this is going to return a command. And we'll define the type over here, type command. So this is the GraphQL part right now. So name is a string, description is also a string, type is also a string, and then enabled is a boolean. Okay, so there we go. That's going to get us the mutation. Okay, so now we actually need to resolve this. So I could probably create a resolver, but I'll do that later. It's gonna be a mess, but actually I'll create a new resolver. We'll do command resolver.ts. Okay, and we're gonna have to register the resolver, I think, right over here. Yes, we'll do that later. So let me just copy and paste this. Get rid of all of this stuff. Okay. And we'll get rid of all of this, because we're not going to need that. At least not right now. Okay. Do you do a rank card, maybe even music command with fmpeg? I've done those videos before. I've done the music command with fmpeg, and I've done the level system before. They're on my channel. Okay, so we're going to do a mutation. And, oh, you're suggesting for this bot. And this is going to take in 2 args. So it's going to, well, 4 actually. It's going to take in the name. Oh, okay, cool. We're going to continue stream tomorrow. Don't worry. We're just getting started. I know, like, we haven't really created that many commands, but once we actually get this working, we're gonna get the ball rolling. The setup is always the hardest part. Oh wait, whoops, this should be description. What library are you using? I mean, I'm using a bunch of different libraries. Do you want to be, like, maybe a bit specific? Like, do you mean React? Do you mean for the Discord bot, for the backend? What's the name of the SSH client you always use? I mean, I think that's just my terminal, not the SSH client. I mean, the only SSH client I use is open SSH server. Discord.js. Description, and then after the description, we're gonna have the type of the command. Okay. Type string, and args. This is going to be enabled. Okay, so this is going to be enabled, and this is going to be a boolean. Okay, so from here we're going to basically create another service. So what's going to happen is we're just simply going to I'll probably use the same one, to be honest with you. Create command. Okay, and then over here, this is where we're just going to update, or we're going to add it to the database. Okay, so all we're going to do is we're going to call this.discord.create command. We're going to pass a name, description, type, and then enable. There we go. And this is going to, we're going to expect this to return a promise. You have a little bit dirty code. Yeah, I know. I'm well aware of that. Whoa, what the fuck is going on? Hold on. Yeah, I'm playing on, like, usually what I do is I just go straight up and just code everything, and then I fix up the code later on. Wait, hold on. Okay, never mind. I got an email from GitHub, and I was actually a little bit scared, because I have an application that depends on your API. I mean, yeah, for a video, like, see, here's the thing, look, for this stream, like, with this stream, I don't really expect myself to write, you know, clean, good quality, professional code all the time, because it's quite difficult to do that, especially when you're doing it live, and you have to explain things and everything. I just get sidetracked. But obviously, for a video, I always want to make sure for a video that there's always going to be good quality code, or at least the best quality code ever. Yeah, but for live streams, though, I kind of have a little bit of leeway. Also, can you make a full video on the bot dashboard like the best way? Humanity Express review for dashboard review from scratch. Well, I mean, I'm currently using React, so I'm not sure what you mean by, like, I don't know why you specifically said Vue though. I mean, I'm not against Vue, but I'm just confused why you only said Vue. Okay, we're gonna need to inject another. That's the command model. Let's go into our database schemas. Let's make sure we have this. Providers. Command model, perfect. Okay, now we just need an interface for this. God damn. We have so many files. It's starting to get really pretty annoying. Everything's just like all over the place. That's why I'm not gonna release like this particular code just yet. But I have to clean everything up first before I actually do that. How do you think the Discord DGSS would go for? As long as I want to. I'm getting the basics done first, and once I get the basics done, I'm just gonna do a bunch of different. Stuff. Hey man, how are you doing? Yo, what's up, Colts? How are you? Oh, no, I was just curious. Like, you know, obviously I'm not against Vue. I was just curious, like, why you specifically targeted Vue. Yo, Cyx, what's up, man? Vue is a good. I used Vue for the first time when I first learned. When I first learned JavaScript frameworks, I first used Vue, and I can definitely say that if you want, you can learn Vue. I would recommend it for like a beginner. I think it's a very good framework, very easy to learn, in my opinion. Some people might disagree. Alright, so I know this code is like complete garbage right now, but that's not the point. The point is we are going to... I'm going to show you guys how it works, okay? Because when it comes to prototypes, you guys only care... Well, you guys should only care about how it works and not what is underneath it. And then once we actually see how it works, you guys are going to understand, like, oh, so that's what it does. Okay, so let me refresh this. Mr. Dinosaur, what's up? Clark, what's up, man? How are you? Okay. So let's do a mutation, and we're gonna do create command. So hopefully this works. If it doesn't work, then I don't know what I'm gonna do. So the name we're gonna need. Well, let's do a kick command. The description. Kicks a user. Type, we'll make this a moderation command, and then enabled, we'll set this to true. Okay, so if this succeeds, then it'll return no errors, and then we'll just do name, enabled, description, and then type. And let's execute that. So it says null, so I think something went wrong. The only way to tell is to look at the code, or look at the backend. No, I'm not sure if it actually did create it though. I'm gonna check. Let me actually open up MongoDB Compass, and let's see what's up with MongoDB Compass. Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna open up my database to check the values. All right, let's do this, and let's go to coding bot. Okay, so you can see that the collection is there, but it didn't create anything, and we gotta figure out why. So let's see. Could it possibly be? Oh, I didn't actually set up the resolver. That's why. Resolver. I need to name this commands resolver or command resolver. Okay, and it's gonna be responsible for taking care of resolving everything that's to do with commands. So I gotta import that now right over in here. So user resolver. Okay, let's save that. I think this should be good enough. Hopefully that's all I have to do. So let's try that again. Okay, perfect. So you see why it returns it now. Before we didn't import it, now we did. And it works perfectly fine. Yo, perp to h, what's up? Alright, so now look, watch. If I refresh my database, you're gonna see I have you're gonna see that I actually have my command in there. Okay, I'm gonna create a couple more, but the idea is we want to actually do this from this dashboard, this panel over here. Okay, but let me create a couple more, and I'm gonna show you exactly what I want to do. Bands user. Okay, so now if I refresh, we have our commands over here. And is it enabled? Yes, it's enabled. Okay, so we'll leave these two commands for now. And now what I want to do is in the Discord bot layer, I want to when the bot first logs in, I want to fetch all the commands. And what's going to happen is we're going to check to see if the commands are found. How do I explain this? What's up? I don't know how to pronounce her name. HXQE. But anyway, so what I'm trying to say is, okay, so if you guys are familiar with command handlers, basically you store all of your commands in the actual file itself, right, in the actual folder. So for example, I have my test command over here. Okay, but this time what we're going to do is we're going to register all the commands. We're going to fetch, and then we're also going to fetch all the commands from the database. Okay, and we're only going to allow the commands that are enabled to actually be executed. Okay, I actually don't think we need to fetch from database. I'm not sure, actually. I'll actually have to think about this a little bit more. But I do know. So watch this. Okay, watch this. So right over here, I'm going to go inside my message event. And you can see right over here. You can see right over here that what we're doing is we're retrieving the command from client.commands, which is a collection. Okay? In your tool Slappy, can I do that? Do what exactly? So we have this commands, right? So this time, aside from just checking to see if the command is inside the collection, we actually want to fetch the database. Okay, we want to fetch the database to see if that command is actually valid. So watch this. So I'm going to import command. Okay. I'm going to import command right now. Let's import command from commands, no, database, schema, command. Okay, so we're going to import that. And before we actually execute the command, we are going to check to see if that command name is in the database. So const command db will stand for command database. We'll await this. So await command.find one, and we're going to pass in the name. Okay, so if command db command is in the database, okay, and if it's in the database, then we're going to check to see if it's registered. So you need to do two checks. You need to check to see if it's in the database, and you need to check to see if it's actually if there's actually the file itself. So before I do anything else, okay, what I'm gonna do, let me just make sure my bot is on right now. I know this looks so freaking ugly, but I don't know if you guys will be able to see this. Let's wait for our bot to log in. Juicy ad, what's up? Okay, so watch this, okay? I'm not sure what our what's our prefix right now? Percent sign. Okay, so let me open up my Discord. And let me go inside my server. Okay, so now watch this. If I do percent test, should work. Now watch this. If I do percent kick, okay, it's gonna say in the console, it says command is in the database, okay? But the problem is we don't actually have a kick command right now. So we're gonna have to implement that. I'm actually gonna be right back real quick. So before I gotta be right back real quick. Give me like about like a minute or two. But before I go AFK, I will play some NCS so you guys aren't so you guys have some entertainment. Cause I gotta go AFK for about like 3 minutes I think. So I'm just gonna play some music for you guys.
She burns the bridges in my head by lighting up a fire. Bury my old thoughts instead so you could feel the same. I lay alone with you inside my mind. We would dance the night away to the morning light. Can I give you all of my love till we dance the night away? Can I give you all of my love till we dance the night away? And we give you all my love, all my love, all my love. And we give you all my love, all my love, all my love. Yeah, yeah. And we give you. So good in the morning light, reflections in my mind. Missing the fights, I don't care if I'm right. Let's just buy a bit more time. I live alone with you inside my mind. We would dance the night away till the morning light. Can I give you all of my love till we dance the night away? Can I give you all of my love till we dance the night away? And we give you all my love, all my love, all my love. And we give you all my love, all my love, all my love. Yeah, yeah. And we give you. And we give you all my love, all my love, all my love. And we give you all my love, all my love, all my love. Yeah, yeah.
Every time we say goodbye, they all see that it's a lie. 'Cause we always give it one last try. Yeah, you've watched me break 1,000 times.
Alright, I'm back.
Alone, 'cause you know, you say you will.
I didn't get to listen to the last song.
She burns the
I'm listening to it now.
in my head.
Yo, what's up, Jason Cruiser? How are you? I just hate YouTube app. I don't receive that damn notification when he's live. Sorry. Yeah, no worries, man. Just know that I usually stream around this time. So if I don't, so here's the thing: if I don't stream, like after like 6 or 7, then that means I'm gonna stream for the rest of the day. But if I usually stream around like 5:30 ish. Okay, so all right. I need to actually fix this in Slappy. Yo, what's up, Caranio? How are you? What are you on at the moment? I'm currently working on the Discord bot right now. I just created 2 basic commands. Okay, so you see how right now it works, okay? But here's the thing. So we actually want to make it so that it's only going to work if it's enabled in the database, and then only if it exists in the database. Can you lower the music? Yes, I can. Is that better? Okay, so what we want to do is we want to search the database to see if that command exists. And if that command exists, we're then going to check to see if it's inside client.commands, okay? So if command db and client.commands.get cmd name. So if these 2 conditions are true, then we are going to run this. We're going to do one more check later. Okay, but watch this. So, whoops. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, so let's do this. If command and command db and command, then we're gonna do command.run. Okay, perfect. Command is in these. Okay, so else command is either not in db or does not exist. It's very silent now. Here, I got a better idea. What about that? Let me know if that's good. I think that should be better, I think. Okay. So now, in order for this command to actually run, it needs to be both in the database and inside of our cache. Okay? So if I do kick, good. Now I'm going to create one more command. Let's do slappygen command. Let's do mute. Okay. Alright, so we have the mute command. And let's save this. Okay, now watch this. This command is not going to work because it's not in the database. Okay, so if I do mute, see how it doesn't work because it's not in the database. And if we were to do it the other way around, if we had the command in the database but not the actual implementation, it would not work. So now we basically have it's kind of like two-sided validation. We want to make sure all of our commands are in the database, and we want to make sure that we actually have the actual logic implemented. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. I really hope that makes sense because I want you guys to understand what's really going on. Okay. So now the next thing to do is we want to check to see if the command is enabled. Okay, so we're gonna get a couple properties. So I'm gonna say const enabled equals command db.get enabled, and we're gonna basically check to see if it's also enabled. Well, actually, I need to do that here. Actually, wait. Hold on. Okay, so we're gonna go here now. Now watch this. So we're gonna check to see if it's enabled. So if it is enabled, if this is true, okay, then we're going to run the command. So if enabled, run. Else, we can barely hear you. The music is too loud. Really. Oh, I mean, I get it because I have my desktop audio. I'm on a calorie deficit. I'm tired all day. I feel you. I mean, I don't get how you guys can't hear me. I'm literally like screaming into the microphone right now. I'm literally screaming into the microphone. Oh, yo, the beat just dropped right now, yo. That's a strong beat right there. Okay. So watch this. Mute. Okay, it's not in the database. Okay, let's go ahead and add it to the database. So let's add the mute command. Okay. Now watch this. We just created it. So now if I do this, it works. I just created the command from the GraphQL application, and now the command works. Now what happens if I actually set this to false? Okay, now let me set this to false. This is the mute command. Okay, now let's do %mute. See how it says command is not enabled. Okay, so there we go. That's how we can enable and disable commands. So obviously right now, we only have it so it's creating commands. We need to set it up so that it can disable and enable commands. So we'll do that real quick. It's 6:57. Okay, I'll probably get off around like 30 minutes. So let's just try to get this done quick. Okay, so I just want to make a disclaimer that right now, the way that I'm doing all these things, I'm kind of just like half-ass, you know, speed coding everything. So I don't recommend following exactly the way this is. Because I know that a lot of the code that I'm writing is pretty garbage right now, but you know we're gonna fix it later on. Okay, I'm just kind of like, you know, I'm kind of basically doing a brute force implementation. Normally, if I were to actually, you know, if I actually cared about writing the quality code right now, it would take like forever, and I just find it really difficult. I think a lot of people find it difficult to write like actual quality code within a stream in like a given amount of time. If I were to do that, we would be here all day. Like you guys would literally like just watch me just like not say anything for like a whole hour, and that'd be pretty boring. Okay. Anyway, so we're gonna create another mutation. So this is gonna be called update command, and this is gonna be a little bit tricky, but we're gonna basically take in the string because we know which command needs to be updated. We need to know which command needs to be updated. So actually, I do think I need the let's see, command by name. So we're going to need the string. So the name is, remember, the name is unique. Okay. And the next thing that we can update is either the description, we can update the type, or we can update enabled. Okay? And this will also return the command. And now let's go ahead and implement the mutation. Okay? So let's go ahead and do mutation, update command. I don't know why I did that async. What the hell? I don't know why I did that. Oh, wait. Oh, I get what it did. Okay. That looks really weird, though. Okay. So, update command by name. We're going to take in a couple arguments. So, I think we're going to take in the same ones anyways. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're basically just going to return this Discord. We're going to create a function called update command. It's going to take in the same parameters. Type and enabled. Okay. What's going on over here? Okay, there we go. We got to go ahead and implement this now. So we're going to go down over... Whoa. Go down over here. Copy this. Okay. And then what we're going to do next is we're going to call this update command. Okay. And what we're going to do is instead of .create, we're going to do find one and update. And what we're going to do is we're going to find by the name. And we're going to update the description. So let me go ahead and move that over here. And let's do this. So I will actually need to say this. Some of these values might actually be null. So that's going to be kind of a problem. Well, actually no. Actually no. I think we'll be okay actually. Actually, because if all of these are null, okay, we might end up passing these null values over here. So I think I might need to be a little bit careful in case I don't update certain things. Okay, let me try this. What dependencies do you have on the project right now? React, Express, React, Nest.js, GraphQL, the basics. Okay, so I'm not really sure how this is gonna turn out, but I'm hoping for the best. So let's go ahead and create a new mutation. And we want to update command by name. We're going to pass in the name. So let's update kick. And I want to basically change the description. And let's just say kick's a user from the guild. Remember, the other parameters are optional. So let's return the name. Let's return the description. Let's return the enabled. And let's return the type. And hopefully none of these get updated. I'm not sure if that actually did anything. But we can verify. We actually need to go into the database. So, yep. See, the exact problem that I mentioned actually happened. So you see how it updated enabled null, type null? That's not what we want. Okay? We actually don't want that. So, let me try something real quick. What if I actually passed in an array passes as an object? What if I actually just did that? And then what if I went inside the service? Or not the service. Yeah, I went inside the service. And if I did object. Okay. And we're going to need the name. So I know for a fact the name is going to be... Okay, I think I have an idea. Let me call this options. Okay. And this will be name options. Name. I'm not sure how this is going to turn out. But now what I'm going to do here. No, this is going to update the, here, I have a better idea. Name. Update. Okay. So, let's change this to update. Okay. So now for update, we're going to do this. Okay, I'm hoping this will actually work. Let me do this. Enabled will be true. Okay, so let's try to update this again. My theory is that if this is actually null, then it probably should not appear. Let me try it again. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work out. Or maybe, yeah, I don't think that's gonna work either. This sucks. I might need to write another function. God damn it. Basically what I want to do is I want to take every single property. Hold on. I think maybe what I can do is I could probably loop through the object. So maybe something like for, let's see, const. Of x. Nope. I'm just watching. So far, I've just made it so that you can enable and disable the command. Okay, so I can't iterate through. I can try this maybe kv of. Oh, maybe I can try this. Nope. It's not working. Let me try this. Why would that not work though? Object. I think I got it right. Object. Oh wait, I messed up somewhere. Okay, so I think maybe what I could do is I can loop through this array. So const. So basically what I'm trying to do is I'm only trying to update the values that are not null. So for const key value of, we can do array.from object.entries update. It's gonna look so shit, but it's gonna work. And I can basically say if value. Wait, let me do this. So if value Then what we'll do is we'll say values to update key is equal to value. Okay, and if value is null, then we'll ignore it. So after this, we should have values to update. And let's see what happens. So I'm pretty confident that this will work, but we shall try. So, okay, kicks user from the guild. Let's refresh. I don't know if that did anything though, actually. Just try something else. Okay, there we go. So see, before the problem was that it was updating everything. Okay, now it's only updating the one that we asked for. So now let me go ahead and update, instead of description, let's update enabled to false this time. Okay, and now if I refresh, it did not update enabled for some reason. Yo, what's up, 6pix? How are you? Okay, I don't know why. Oh, you know what it was? It was because, God damn it. Oh my god. Okay, this is gonna be a little bit tricky. Oh, let's do this. If key. The reason why I didn't update enabled was because we passed in false, and if false is false, obviously, so it's not gonna update it. But if we do if key is equal to enabled, then we'll do. Actually, I can do this. If value or key is equal to enabled. Okay, then we'll do that. I'm so sick and tired of all these. I really hate the yellow thing. The yellow lines are distracting. How many commands do you have right now? We only have 2. Any tips on learning so far? HTML efficiently? Just keep practicing. Learn. Keep practicing. Look up some what's it called, layouts, and try to implement them. I think lots of practice will definitely help you out a lot. Okay, I think this should do the trick. So let's try this again. So let's enable this to false. There we go. And now I can enable it back to true. And let me do one more thing. Let me actually return the new updated document. So we're going to change the false. Let's do description kicks a user. And then I think that should be it. So true kicks a user. And it'll update everything for us. Perfect. And I think that's it. I can also change the type too. So let's change the type to administrator. Let's disable it. Okay, there we go. False admin. Perfect. That's exactly what we want. Okay, so now that it's disabled, let me just change this back to moderation or moderator. Okay, and for enabled, we'll leave that as true for now. We'll leave it as false actually. Okay, so let's try this again. So kick command is not enabled. Let's enable it again. Kick command works. I've been looking everywhere for that so that when we react, it gives the button rule. Yeah, I have like 5 videos on that. Okay, good. So the whole point of this whole stream was to show you guys how to do command enabling and disabling, which is what we're doing now. Okay, see how right now this command works. This command works, and oh, mute doesn't work. Ban command works. Now let me update ban. Let me disable it. So ban is disabled. Now, there we go. Command is not enabled. Perfect. That's exactly what we want. So now, we are doing good. We are doing good so far. The next step is to check to see if the person that's executing the command actually has the correct role. So if I don't have a certain role that's in the actual database, then they won't allow us to execute it. So for example, you see over here I have this roles array. We're going to have to add all the role IDs into that array, and then we have to check to see, before we execute, we want to see if the user has that role inside that array. And if they don't, then you're not going to execute it. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. Let me change the music, because this music is pretty bad. Okay, so hopefully this all makes sense. Like I know like I was just kind of like going ham a little bit, but I really hope this all makes sense. Do you make a request to the database every time you check if the command is enabled, or do you cache it? Yeah, so right now, we're currently not caching anything, which is obviously going to be bad if like this bot is in like 1,000 guilds. You can imagine that the CPU usage is going to go really high. Even though like we might not have much RAM usage, but the CPU usage is going to be high, okay? So obviously we definitely want to cache everything. And for caching, I'm most likely going to be using Redis. Oh my god, the music is so loud. Okay, there we go. Yeah, hopefully this all makes sense. Rate limits from well, I mean, look, I'm self-hosting the database. Like, I'm not using like an external API. Like, I'm not using like an external host. I'm using my own VPS. So there's no rate limit for that. Like, if you use, and I think honestly there aren't really much rate limits unless if you're using like a free database. If you pay for a database, they shouldn't rate limit you. Okay. Tempted to continue. But I mean, I think you guys get the point. This is how we can enable and disable commands. Okay, this is a really cool way of doing that. I personally think this is a good idea. I think obviously, I think it definitely can be improved a lot, the code quality. Hey, remember, LOL, I watch all your streams, and by the way, how much commands did you make now? I wasn't here. Well, we weren't really focusing commands. I know I kind of lied a little bit. We did only make 2 basic ones, but the whole point was to show you guys how to enable and disable commands. So I probably should change the title of the stream to say showing you guys how to enable and disable commands with the database. I think that would be a more appropriate title. But I know tomorrow I definitely want to work on the commands itself. But yeah, was just a brute force. We went ham, in my opinion. I think, what else do I need to do, actually? Is there anything else that I need to do? Probably get, like, a query to get all the commands, probably. So, for example, get commands. And then this will just return an array of commands. Okay, and then we can go over to resolver. We can do query. I forgot what it was called. But we can basically query all the commands. Am I going to do a tutorial of this? Probably. I mean, look. I think we have good momentum going on right now with the Discord dashboard tutorial. Lots of people like it, and I definitely don't want to stop anytime soon. Like, but here's the thing: I'm gonna play around with it a little bit. Like, this is why I'm only releasing 5 videos at a time. Normally I would release like everything in just like 1 week, but I want to do it like little by little, and I really want the feedback from people. And if people really like the feedback, if people really like the videos and stuff, then I will take it into consideration. But I got a lot of stuff working. I got a lot of stuff going on right now. But I definitely do want to do something like this for sure. Which I don't think it'd be too hard anyways. I think it'd be pretty easy. But I definitely do want to integrate GraphQL into the dashboard 100%. Like, without a doubt, I definitely do want to do GraphQL. I think GraphQL is very important, and people shouldn't sleep on it. When is the new videos coming up? Friday or Saturday. If I have time, I'll do it Friday morning. If I don't, then it's likely going to be Saturday. Alright, Ms. Zero, have a good day. Yeah, I'm going to get off, guys. I've been streaming for 2 hours, and I'm actually really tired. I'm going to go eat dinner. But, yo, thank you guys so much for watching the stream. I know it wasn't... I know it really wasn't that entertaining. But hopefully you guys were able to see how I was able to handle the situation. And, yeah, so if you guys are new to the channel, feel free to join the Discord server. Okay, the link is in the description. Feel free to join the Discord server. Okay. Be sure to also check out the latest event that is coming up. In about 2 weeks, we have a new coding event. The project is going to be a Discord dashboard. So if you guys are eager on learning even more, I would highly suggest you guys participate in this event. Okay. And yeah, that's all I got to say. Join the Discord server, participate in the event. And yeah, once again, thank you guys for checking out the stream. It was lots of fun. And I will see you guys in my next stream. Peace.